Good day everyone and welcome back to Not London Narratives, and today we're going to be talking about Tottenham Hotspur, specifically Yves Bissouma. Now this is a player that when he signed for our club we're all very excited, and we're like, 35 million for Bissouma from Brighton, he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, he's going to turn Conte's side into something else, we're going to be superb, we're going to challenge for the league, we have a world-class manager, and we're all so excited. 2 or 3 years after, we all want to see him gone. Bissouma at the moment can't seem to get into the Tottenham side anymore, and there's already talk about there being a Bentancur contract extension. Tottenham is going to need a number 6, and it seems like Yves Bissouma is going to be the one to be sacrificed. The question I have now is it fair what we say about Bissouma? And the reason why I ask this question, and people will probably look at me like, are you insane? This guy has cost us games, he always loses the ball, he always does this, he always lacks concentration, he's there inhaling whatever he's inhaling, if he's not doing that, he's diving, he's doing this, you only play well for 10 games. I get it. But wait, I need to take you guys back to Brighton. So I remember a game we played against Brighton. Many games we played against Brighton, but there was a specific one, I think it was under Conte, the season before we signed Bissouma, where Bissouma was the best player on the pitch. I think Brighton beat us that game, and I think Bis scored, and they were exceptional. Bis at Brighton always played as a number 8. And if you want to play a player like this as a number 6, then you need to play a proper 6 beside him. I feel like this is one of those situations where it brings back to mind Pogba at United, where they were trying to make him something he's not. And these players that take risk, these players that have a bit of can make something happen type of players, you need to have a can ensure it doesn't bounce back type of player with them. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like there's been a certain disservice done to Bissouma, because Bissouma was an 8, he was a box midfielder and box-to-box midfielder before he came to Tottenham Hotspur. And since he has come to Spurs, we've tried to play him in a 2-man midfield under Conte. Since Ange came, he hasn't really been given a shot at the number 8, which is his best position. It was a position which he flourished in and was one of the best number 8s in the league at Brighton. And I feel like if you put his career at Spurs into context, we've been asking him to do things that he can't necessarily do. I'm not saying that as an 8 he didn't also defend, but there is a reason why even Rodrigo, who was a 6 at Juve, is playing 6 for us, and we still are saying we need a 6. It is a very demanding position. Not to talk of somebody who was playing as a box-to-box midfielder and has done that for most of his career, and then we bring him, put him at the number 6 and tell him you have to play as a number 6. Not just play as a number 6, but play as a lone 6 for most games. I remember there was a period where we were playing Madison and Kulusevski with Bissouma. Mind you, this guy is not a 6. And Bissouma is the kind of player who plays with risk. He gets the ball, he's driving with it, he's trying to beat people, he's trying to drop a shoulder. And as skillful as he is, I don't think that is something that would work every time. Even players like Son have off days. Do you get what I'm saying? Even players like Mbappe have games that they don't score, games that they're not the best. at the beginning of the season, a lot of people were coming for Mbappe's head. Do you get what I'm saying? So asking a player to not only play out of position, but play in this ultra-attacking system where even the fullbacks go to attack, and then telling him to play as a 6, telling him to be that destroyer, is a bit unfair from the manager. And then, aside from that, I remember the game that Ange sort of gave up on Bissouma. It was not long ago, and I think he either passed the ball to somebody or tried to drop a shoulder. I can't remember. I think he passed the ball or something. He did something very funny and everybody was on his back. But isn't it a bit hypocritical from the manager? Because I remember when Ange came in and he was saying he wants players to take risks. He wants them to make mistakes and try it again, like try to take risks, be brave. And Biz tries that, fails, and instead of you encouraging him like you were doing for everybody else, like we see Son lose the ball, we see Kulusevski lose the ball a lot. We see players lose the ball. Bergvall loses the ball and he's a kid, I get it. Bentancur loses the ball, Madison loses the ball and always falls down every time. Brennan Johnson loses the ball. Everybody, they all lose the ball. But when Biss does it, it's because of the position he's playing. Everybody jumps on his back, forgetting this guy is not a 6. He has never been a 6. He's a box-to-box midfielder. And I would not be surprised, honestly, if he goes to another team and he's playing well. Why? Because they're playing him in a system that fits him, in a system that's not ultra-attacking, and he's playing out of position. It's one thing for the system to be ultra-attacking and he's playing as a number 8. If he's playing bad, then I accept the criticism. But not when you're playing him out of position in this ultra-attacking system that people have to press, and we've seen that a lot of players have not been doing their pressing, and then when things go bad, you blame him. The other day, the goal we considered against Ipswich, I didn't see too many people blaming Udogie for not marking Hutchinson. I didn't see too many people blaming Danso for losing the ball. I didn't see too many people blaming Bentancur for being the number 6 and not knowing that the lap, I think, was going to do a cutback. And as a number 6, that is your duty, to be there to stop those kind of balls. But if it was Bissouma, everybody would be on his back. Everybody seems to forget every time that Bissouma is a number 8. Bissouma has never been a 6. And I think it's unfair. Generally speaking, I do think it's unfair. Do I think Bissouma has been the best in sliced bread since coming to Tottenham Hotspur? No. But am I going to be a hypocrite and not act like there is a bit of context to it and he deserves some slack? He's probably going to leave the club at the end of the season, and I think he should leave, generally speaking, because the signing just hasn't worked out. And if this manager is never going to play him as an 8, then there's no point in him being here. But I'm not going to act like a hypocrite, or like I do not know that there's a bit of context to why this guy hasn't played well since he has come to Tottenham Hotspur. Like, he wasn't being played in a midfield 2, which he probably had never done in his career under Conte, and all this while since day one, because he was one of the few available players when Ange came, has been played as a 6 because we didn't have a 6. And I think Bentancur was out injured, so him being the one of the few senior players in the midfield had to play 6, and he played very well in the first 10 games before we got found out. So yes, I just wanted to give a bit of perspective to it, because I feel like as much as Bissouma is to blame for a lot of his career going wrong at Spurs, I think that he's just not the only one to blame. I think there are other people here in this situation that need to be blamed, and a lot of people are not blaming other people that need to be blamed. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like what you heard, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the Narratives. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye bye.